Greetings, this is Coldbringer, lead guitarist of Dark Frost, and today I will be answering some questions regarding my band. Let's get right into it. Please introduce Dark Frost to our subscribers. Dark Frost started in 2021 as an raw black metal duo project, but after our first demo and some lineup changes, we started to play black metal of higher quality without trying to match any conventions. What is the meaning behind the band name? It represents the never-ending cold of the human-dominated world, and when we started the project, the idea just came into our minds and we thought it would match the plans we had for the project. Can you tell us a little bit about The Curse of Cruelty, which is our upcoming album? The Curse of Cruelty is our first album. Its playtime is around 50 minutes, split into 6 songs. And as we had lost 3 members since our last single release 2116 or 2116 in German, we had to write and record it as a duo again. Can you talk about the lyrics on the release? The lyrics talk about human cruelty, both from the inside and the outside, and what it has brought to humanity in the past, is bringing to humanity right in this moment, and what it might bring to humanity in the future. Can you tell us a little bit about the album cover art? The cover was created by Wehmutgeflüster, a young German artist I have met at a festival around 1 year ago. And I want to leave some room for interpretation, but one of the hanging bodies represents named violence from the inside, and the other one represents named violence from the outside. Can you share insights into your cooperation with Journey to the End, which is our label? I personally love to work with Journey to the End, as it's an underground label which still makes good music and, well, keeping the scene alive, their highest priority, without trying to make money out of everything, which matches our spirit, and so we are really satisfied with the work with Journey to the End. What do you do for your livelihood outside of music? Well, nothing big, nothing special, but it's enough so we have some money left for the music itself, and I think that's all that matters at this point. When did you first discover your interest in metal music? I personally got into metal around 5 or 4 years ago, and I would watch a lot of live videos back then. I mean, I still do it, but I had always that big interest in seeing artists perform what they have written, what they have created, you could say. And with every single one I watched, I wanted to make music myself even more, because I wanted to express myself. I wanted to have something to share the thoughts in my head and not only bury them in my mind. So a few years later, I decided to try myself at playing guitar, and, well, it brought me to the place I am now. What obstacles have you faced as a musician, and how did you overcome them? There have been quite a lot, but it has always been my greatest priority to make sure the music will keep living and I will keep going, doing what I do. So sometimes it came with blood, sweat and tears to keep going, and sometimes it felt like there was no hope at all that it would get better, but I have always fought my way through, and I don't regret it a single bit, because that's what you have to do in life. You don't give up when it gets hard, you just raise your fist and punch fate in the face. Is there a specific non-metal genre or artist you'd love to collaborate with? Nothing specific, but we are always open for experiments, so we'll see what the future might bring. How do you perceive the evolution of metal music over the years? Well, I think it's good to see how artists still find ways to do something new, do something that speaks for them, and I couldn't say I like everything that came out in the last years, but as long as I know that they don't give a shit about it and just keep doing what they do, I think we still have the right spirit in the metal scene, and I think that's all that matters. Rapid fire section. Your thoughts on AI generated cover art. I hate it and I boycott it. Don't do that shit. It's the downfall of art. Memorable concert you've attended. Firelight's first show in Germany at Dark Easter Metal Meeting 2023. It was great. It had a great atmosphere and I am looking forward to seeing them live again. The greatest music album of all time. I couldn't pick just one, but one of my favorites is Echoes of Battle by Caladan Brood. 12 AM studio sessions or 6 AM rehearsal. Whatever it takes to keep the music going. Favorite non-rock metal song. One of my favorites is God's Gonna Cut You Down by Johnny Cash, but I listen to a lot of music outside of metal, especially for inspiration and because I have always been interested in different forms of art. What are your future plans for Dark Frost? We are planning to get back to 5 members and search for a new rehearsal room as we have given up our old one. And after that we will start to work on our second album. I thank you for the interview and goodbye.